KG and Ringy Quick Hitter. Silver hammies. Sometimes in life, whether you mean to or not, you start to take things for granted, like the ability to travel to faraway lands to meet up with your faraway friends. After what seemed like an eternity, we finally squeaked our way back into the UK for a couple of events with some new gear to test, and the guys hooked us up with some great private permissions as well. It was an incredible couple of weeks with the old Garrett gang. The Regden crew, Digger Dawn, Gary Smith, Chris Langston, Steve Henry, and some new faces as well. The Garrett Prize Patrol was stationed out of the mobile Regden headquarters this year, and they were out spreading love, joy, and free gear to unsuspecting ACE, Apex, and AT users in the fields. You can learn more about the GPP in one of our upcoming Diggin' TV mini videos on the Diggin' with KG and Ringy Facebook page.
The Garrett users, they get special treatment out here. We're giving them all presents, prizes.
I'm Alan from Ayrshire and I watch Diggin' TV. Diggin' TV in Scotland.
Our hotel was conveniently located adjacent to a pub that had a special kind of nectar on tap. So as you can imagine, we avoided that place completely and instead spent our evenings in the hotel lobby choreographing fresh interpretive dance moves. The daily strategy meetings were kind of awkward and uncomfortable, as most of us are extremely introverted and afraid to speak our minds in public, especially KG and Digger Dawn. But we were able to draw them out of their shells a few times during the fortnight, and I think we made some serious progress there. When it came to game time and the machines were powered up, KG started hot right out of the gate, snatching up a hammered silver Elizabeth I in beautiful condition.
We've been hunting all day. We got some really cool stuff, but nothing like really old. I mean, we got, 1700s and maybe even some 1600s, but we're out here in a field that just got demolished yesterday. Coming back, we flipped on our machines. I went 10 feet and I just pulled out a hammered silver freaking coin.
Look at it.
Yeah, brother.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hammered silver. This tiny double D coil is a freaking meat ripper.
Yeah.
I would go in any trash pile up against any machine with this combination right here. Right? Yeah.
Steve followed suit with some cut hammies, and then Gary started digging up Roman rings and coins and a perfect fibula over the next few days. We're calling it the Badger Brooch because it was found in a massive pile of dirt kicked out of a badger den. Stunningly perfect. Others at the organized events were reporting sacks and skeets, and I heard a couple of folks at Detectival dug up a total of 3 golden half guineas from 1910 and 11. A shallow purse spill of some kind, I guess. It just goes to show you how even after all these years, there's still great stuff out there to find. I tried to keep pace with the rest of the Garrett group by slowing down in a really junky area that 100 people blew through with wagon wheel coils, and by applying the little 5x8 coil super slow and steady. I started pulling out a few newer coins, some a little older, and then I popped a stunning postmodern aluminum ring, exclaiming loudly and triumphantly that I am the ringmaster. No one in the immediate vicinity seemed very impressed, and many detectorists appeared confused. I went right back to work, finding the back half of this 1955 Matchbox truck, which I thought was pretty cool.
Mine dinky.
And then eventually, I saw the glint of silver in one hole.
Silver coming out of the earth in England. Look at that beautiful little crown thing. Gotta be a 6pence. Right, Cage?
I would say so.
1938. Yep, I was finally on the board. Sylvan the Pock. I had a ways to go to catch the others, but we had days of hunting ahead, so I held out hope. After a while, KG joined me in the junkie sector, and between the two of us, I bet we popped a dozen coins, including a couple of silver bits with our little coils. Gotta love them.
Got a coin right here. Just dug it up with my trusty AT Max.
I'm picking through all the garbage with this, and and here's my reward. Cool, it's got a crown on it and an R, probably for Royal Army or something.
On one site later in the week, I grabbed the new Reaper coil from my pack and attached it to my Max for the first test run in England. After a week of hunting trashy areas, it was a perfect choice for these wide open grassy pastures.
Steve! 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 Gary! Gary!
KG was still on fire, popping another hammy or two, and I wandered off to a hillside and got an amazing, deep, perfect textbook signal. And I was thrilled to see this 1696 silver William III sixpence come out of the soil. I figured that was my find of the trip, so fat, dumb, and happy, I went off to the top of a nearby hill to take a water break, snarf a snick wad, and look at birds. Magpie, herring gull, great tit. By the way, I was elated to find out that they had great tits in England. It was unusually hot over there in England, so after wandering off under a canopy of shade trees, I started down the slope in a field I had to myself and got another super deep, perfect signal. You've probably heard me talk about how England's been so good to me over the years, and you're probably sick of hearing about it over and over again, but I can't help it. Cool stuff just keeps jumping under my coil over here for whatever reason, and in this case, it was the Reaper coil, and it was deep. My streak of English awesomeness was indeed kept alive by this relatively rare King Henry III hammered silver coin in superb condition. What makes it unusual and even better is the fact that it was minted in Wilton. Research shows that, quote, Wilton coins are fairly scarce, ranked 6 in the scarcity table. Whatever that means. But regardless of rareness or value, it's a beautiful little piece of history and I couldn't be happier with it. H3 in the pock for Ringy. The Rodney Cook Memorial and Detectival were of course loads of fun. Reuniting with our old buddies and rehashing old war stories is always a blast. The usual suspects were there for the most part, but we got to meet and hang out with some new faces as well, including Leo from Garrett, Europe, Ivan from Estonia, Xavier from Belgium, and the FDS media crew from France, to name a few. KG grabbed up some book knowledge at the treasure hunting magazine booth. Oh, and they hooked us up with some fantastic coin and artifact cleaning and preservation tools too. Check them out at cleaningpencil.com if you want to see how to clean up an old Roman coin without ruining the patina.
Roundabout. Look at this.
Should we go around here this time, shall we?
Yeah, we better.
Going the right way this
Follow the
time.
line on your map.
Roundabout, take the second exit onto the magic roundabout.
Let's go this way.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna
go
close
that
your
way.
eyes.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna cut across this way.
Oh, no wonder.
Look, that's magical, Garrett.
Oh no!
Went the other way. Yeah.
Cheater.
Before we went straight across it.
Yeah. Oh. you happy with yourselves.
And what happens if he uses his windscreen wipers, it'll fly everywhere.
Roman coin.
Ring up in the 40s.
It was like a 50 or something, but look at that. You can see the dude on there or whatever. Roman coin. Look at that. Big coin.
Can't read it. It's just a copper coin, but there's like a head on it or something here. Probably 17 or 1800s. Pretty awesome though. Big reaper coil. Got down there pretty deep. Because of the difficult travel situations all over the planet, we did miss seeing a few of our European and Aussie comrades, but we want them to know we were thinking about them, and in some cases licking their faces out of respect and honor. Hopefully we'll get to lick their faces in person next time. Thanks to everyone that was part of making this trip a huge success. Ringy out.
I'm digging up the nectar, and you can too.
Quick hitter.
So, can you tell me a little bit about the provenance?
Provenance?
Yes, the provenance.
Well, I'm not sure it's got any provenance.
Well, it was found in such an exclusive area. I was thinking maybe a little bit
But
of
with the
provenance.
paperwork, it will have much more provenance.